guys, back again. And today I'm doing, I don't know what this look is going to be actually. I am going to my Jeffree Star palette today, and I'm going to be focusing on the golds and the greens. We'll say late St. Patrick's Day inspired eyeshadows. And I'm going to be using Runway Rogue's new 90s Vibe Moisturizing Matte Lipstick. So I'm really excited to show you guys that. Oh, and behind me, so I've been rotating these around, and these are done by a colleague of my husband's, and I'll put a link for her stuff in the description box down below. But she does these illustrations, and so she did a supermodel set for me of my 5 favorite supermodels, and the 5th one, who is Megan Douglas, is on its way. Her name is Becky, and you can find her at Chewbecca. Is it Chewbecca? But again, I'll put the link downstairs. So let's get started with some Morphe Priming Oil. And then I like to double up my primers because I have them. So I'm trying to figure out if working with an oil and a traditional based primer like Max Prep and Prime gives me a softer, more illuminated finish to my makeup, more airbrushed, and they make my skin look and feel good. Covenant Quan Sensual, where is it? Sensual Skin. Wait, no, is this supposed to be flipped? Max Prep and Prime highlighter in Peach Luster. Max Invisible Setting Powder. The reason why I powdered is because I'm going in today with Kryolan TV Paint Stick, and this just goes directly on the skin. So I don't want to move around or blend in the beard cover and highlight or pre-highlight as I'm dragging the stick across my skin. I'm using the colors 6W and FS45. FS45 is the slightly lighter one. So I'm going to start with this one in the center of my face and then do the perimeter with the darker one. Dog show! Morphe's Dimension Effect Contour Stick in Effects number 15. MAC Studio Fix Soft Matte Foundation Stick in NW50. Going back in with my Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer, which is, by the way, in the color SX01. And we're just going to lay down some highlight. And then I'm going to go back to the NW50 here and just kind of put a little bit in the recessions there. I recently have just gotten into setting with pressed powders rather than translucent loose powder, and I'm using the Morphe Filter Effects, and I've got color 2 is my light one. Number 9 is going to be more like the Morphe stick in number 15. Number 11 is going to be a darker color like the MAC Studio Fix in NW50. I like to use the Real Techniques Miracle Powder Sponge. You guys just saw me use their complexion sponges. And then I also have this new guy, which is a Miracle Finish Sponge for blush and highlighter. And I do like it for highlighter. I'm going in with the powder sponge and number 2. And I'm just going to set everything that I highlighted with the number 2. Moving on to number 9. Now going in with the 11. And these guys can get very dark very fast, especially when using this sponge. But if you are using these, just be prepared and know that these are going to buff out with a large powder brush. Why not use a pigmented powder so that I can do all of my contouring at once? Yeah? And this one, I just take down to like the outside corner of my eye. I don't want to bring it down too far because then it looks really unnatural when you've got all this dense, thick, dark contour color. Just put a happy little contour right here. Just remember, if it looks a little heavy in regular light, then it's going to look normal in stage light or photographic light, because these bright lights really wash everything out. I mean, I could turn off, let me see if I can. So I have a window here on this side, so I've got some light coming in, but you can see how much darker, especially on this side where I don't have as much light. So now that the lights are back on, see how much it blends in, and it definitely doesn't look as dark. Lighting makes a huge difference. For blush, I'm using the Trixie Mattel Summer of Love palette. I can have a contour blend, a pop of color on the apple of the cheek, and then I also get a highlighter. I'm using two different blush brushes because I like to do the darker color over the contour first so that it doesn't look like I've contoured with a brown color. It adds some flesh tone to it. I like to use a lighter color for pop on the apple of the cheek. If I'm doing the darker color first, then it's not going to work. I need a new brush because the darker color, of course, is going to overpower the lighter color. Am I making sense today? Okay. I'll hold my hair back. I'll hold all this gorgeous, luscious hair back. Great, fantastic, excellent. And now let's finish off with a little after school special. So the reason why I pre-highlight is it sets the groundwork for me to create a new structure to my face. And it means that I can use less highlighter on these areas that I want to highlight because that pre-highlight is underneath. And so it just reads as a softer, more natural looking makeup while still maintaining enough depth to not get completely washed out when you are in front of bright lights. Let's move on to, let's go right into the Jeffree Star palette here. It's here, it's here, it's right here, it's here. Wake and Bake. This is gonna be just a wash to go over the eyelid. Nate And I'm going to contour. I'm going to jump right into my contour. Hey, dude. Real Techniques Defining Crease Brush. I'm just going to buff that into the nape above the crease, but I'm going to leave a little bit of that dark color right at the very bottom, because that helps to create the illusion of a fold where you have a crease. This color Drive Through. Before we go any further, let's get some, I keep forgetting to do this today. I gotta put some powder down to bake. So I just wasn't thinking today, and I did my blush because I was all excited about the pressed powders to set, and I just kept going with that. So I've already done my blush and my highlighter, so I put this on over it, so I will have to do a little bit more highlighter. Oh well. Vroom vroom! So you see where the bottom of that line is? That's where I'm just going to press this color. And then lightly just buff that out. And then this line's going to pop even more when we do what we do next. How could you do what you do when you did what you did to me? No? Stick to makeup, right? Mm-hmm. We didn't need voices. We had faces. The key is really buffing. You just gotta buff your shadows and just take the time, in my opinion, to build up the look that you want. And there is a way to do fast makeup. Hold on, let me do this right quick. Because I can't talk and paint at the same time. But then you're talking like a neutral eye with a dramatic lip or a smoky eye. If you have to do fast makeup, don't try to do a cut crease unless you're doing a natural cut crease. And my trick for those are the MAC Dazzle Shadow liquids, which I am going to use today. Blinking Brilliant. Villains color right here. I'm going to dip into it because this is like a glitter. And we're just going to bam, 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 bam. So by putting another shadow, whether it's a regular shadow or a Dazzle liquid, so whether it's a regular shadow or a glitter shadow, it's just going to soften everything up a little bit. But then you get this really great, brilliant pop right on the lower lid, which I think kind of makes the eye look brighter and bigger. So worth it. Morphe highlighter stick. And I'm going to use this on the brow bone. And look, I have another one, but I hate throwing away stuff if it's still usable. And this is going to go right into the upper lash line. So I'm doing like we call it a tight line, or when I worked for Laura Mercier, it was called secret liner. And this is just going on the inside of your upper lash line, like right into the lashes. You're not putting it on top, you're putting it underneath in the lash bed. Seeing the difference there? I don't want it to move around on me. I'm gonna set it with fast lane. Because pencils are waxy, so they can move and they can shift, so you want to set that. Bada boom, bada bing. MAC Fascinating, which is just a white pencil. And this is going to go on my waterline. And just erase any black that shifted down there. And also just kind of brighten up the lower lid and open everything up. I still make my eyes water. So I just gotta give it a minute so I can calm down. The bright lights don't help either. But whatever you do, do not let a tear roll down. Grab a tissue, grab a powder puff, hide your men, hide your women, and just catch those sad, sad tears of clown as they fall down. Easy peasy. Can you guys tell I'm stoned? I am. That feels good. Because it's the weekend. Okay. Morphe's. What is this? Color pencil. And this is in the color Saint.
It was on the top, but I'm not going over it where the glitter is, just the outside corner.
And I'm really just trying to create a little bit more of a base for my false lashes. Bring a little bit more drama to the outside of the eye. So the more drama, or the more emphasis that we create on the outside corner of the eye, the more the attention is going to be drawn to the outside corner of the eye, and then that makes the eyes appear a little bit farther set or wider set. Which, when you're doing women's makeup, is important, because with women having eyes that are wider set apart, if you're a man and you're trying to create the illusion, then you need to learn how to paint and change the structure of your face to create the illusion. Let's go ahead and dust off this Bake and Set powder from Morphe, which I absolutely love, with the Filter Finish setting powder. I use less powder, my face looks less cakey, and so I don't feel like I'm getting that dry, crepey look when I bake. Morphe Bake and Set powder, thank you. MAC Shape and Shade Brow Tint in the color Spiked. For lips, I'm using Runway Rogue's new 90s Vibe lipstick. It is a moisturizing matte lipstick. It just hit the market. I was teasing you guys a little bit last year in a video, because I got samples of it, and they're fantastic. And the color that I'm using today, The color that I'm using today is Work the Crowd, which is this really nice. Okay, why do we always say that? It's a really nice color. It's a really nice pinky. Maybe it's not nice to you. So let's not say that it's nice. Look, here's the color, and then you can decide for yourself. Now it is a matte lipstick, but I am going to be using a little bit of gloss. So why would you use a matte lipstick if you're just going to make it shiny? Because I like the color and because I can. By the way, this gorgeous model right here is Patricia Hartman, who is the creator and founder of Runway Rogue. And this is Yasmin Gori, and then you guys saw earlier on the top, Linda and Naomi. Runway Rogue's lip pencil in Sexy. This is for the perimeter, and then I'm going to be using Chic to kind of soften and blend it in, create like a three-dimensional lip. And I'm just going to blend those two together and then slightly soften and diffuse the lip line. Runway Rogue's new 90s vibe moisturizing matte lipstick in the color Work the Crowd. Ugh, this is the perfect lip liner combination for this color. So hopefully you guys can still get these. I'll put a link to their website down below with an embedded code, my code NOMI15, so you get 15% off all of your orders at Runway Rogue. What is it about bullet lipsticks that just are still so satisfying? I don't know. All right, rub it together. Don't get too crazy because you don't want to push the lipstick outside of the line you've created. And then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead. Is that all right with you guys? We are just going to go ahead. I watch too many YouTube videos. I'm starting to sound like YouTube's videos. And I want to be fresh and modern and contemporary, damn it. MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Spray. This is in the color Peach Light, I think. I don't remember. I don't even know where it says it anymore except on the packaging. Shake it up real good and you spray it all over your face. Coca-Cola Morphe Loose Highlighting Powder in Bubbly Babe. Bubbly Babe. Bublé. Bublé Babe. Bubbly Babe. Shut up, Jared. A little bit in the cap. Brush. Tap, 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 tap. Do you see this? Do you see this tapping? This is what we're doing. We're tapping. This is how professionals do it. Tap, tap, tap. And then we Shake off the excess. See that? You don't want that flying all over your face, even if it is a highlighter. Careful with highlighters. Be careful with glitter eyeshadows. I even have to be careful. It can bring out more texture in the skin. So you really want to keep it away from areas where pores tend to get a little bit larger and really just focus it on the highest points of the face. Everything comes to life with the highlighter. I really like this. It's a pain in the ass. Loose powders are a pain in the ass, but I really love this to create that little laser beam. But let's just pop that jawbone out just a little bit. Let's get that like Christy Turlington. Mandible. Max 3D, what is this? In Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash Mascara. On the natural lashes. And I love this brush because I like these little nubbins. The formula is amazing. There are other mascaras that have a nubbin brush like this, but this nubbin brush combined with this formula to me is absolutely amazing. So I am putting the wand at the base of the lashes, wiggling it back and forth to get the product down to the root of the lash, and then boop, sweeping out. Oh, she don't even need lashes now. Ooh. I've got some lashes that I've already used once before. These are stacked lashes, and I'm using the Duo Eyelash Adhesive in dark tone. All right, so those are taking a minute to get tacky, and what I really should have done is I should have put the glue on first and then applied my mascara, because then it would have given these a chance to get tacky. We're just gonna wait for those, and while we're doing that, let's finish the lips. Runway Rogue's Luxe Gloss in the color Top Model. And we're just gonna tap this in, focusing on the center of the lip. Lips are done, man. I think the lashes might be tacky enough now that we can stick them on, so let's see how well we do here. Liquid liner, and then we're done. Maybe some mascara. I'm gonna fill in this line right here, or this area right between my natural lash and the fake lash. And then I'm gonna come in and just create a medium-sized line on the top. And I'm stopping at the end. I don't want to create a tail today. I just don't feel like it. Let's put a little liquid liner just down here, just like a little bit. Ooh, that looks really good. Okay, let's see if I can duplicate that on this side now. Morphe color pencil in Saint. This look is done. Edge saver, edge saver. All right, I'm gonna go grab some hair and I'll be right back. Got anything on the teeth? I'm good, are you? Yeah. The tones from today, I think this is really pretty. I'm kind of like focused on my image. Some standout products for me today: the Filter Effect powder, the Coca-Cola Bubbly Babe highlighter, and then the Runway Rogue 90s Vibe lipstick and Work the Crowd. Be sure to check those out at runwayroguebeauty.com. As always, you can save 15% on your order with the code NOMI15 or use the link down below where that code is embedded. I did use, of course, the Morphe, did you hear that? It's Morphe Jeffree Star palette. And if you can, please like, subscribe, and comment down below as I'm still trying to build my channel. And if you have any questions or comments for me, go ahead and leave those downstairs as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Have you any idea why?